This is the Hey Sister podcast.
We're two sisters, lovers of life and big believers in finding the good.
We're here for the everyday chats, the laughs, the mess, and the real stuff.
And all the little things that make life beautifully busy.
So grab your coffee, pop in your earphones, and let's talk it out.
Welcome to the Hey Sister podcast. I'm Becca.
And I'm G.
And this is our episode 7 today.
I think I've filmed episode 7 3 times.
We had a bit of a doozy last week. We filmed a full episode and then I went to edit and the mics weren't on. So then we thought, okay, we just need to redo the episode. We came up with a different topic completely.
The microphones ran out of battery.
We thought it was the batteries,
so
but it was record.
Batteries are fine. We're good to go.
That's why we did it twice.
But the battery was good both times, and then it was actually the same problem at the same time.
Because, I went to edit again and the mics weren't working and then it clicked. We didn't plug the mic cord in.
Both times. Mind you, both episodes were different topics.
Yeah, and today's a different topic again. So we did 2 full episodes with 2 different topics and they're just wasted. One was about how going out has changed these days compared to when we used to go out and when our prime going out age is. And the other one was about, the great lock-in. Let us know if you want us to do them. We could do them again for you. Okay.
Cut it out.
So,
Today
we're going to talk about, and we've dressed perfectly, without meaning to, about Halloween.
Halloween. What do you think about Halloween?
Oh, good on you. Have fun. It's great. No worries. I actually was thinking, I went into Bunnings and Bunnings have all these massive full-on Halloween decorations, giant skeleton things that move, and my kids were looking at them, loved it, intrigued, and there was this woman walking behind and she said, why do people like scary stuff? I don't get it. I don't like Halloween. Like talking to her husband, I think. I don't like scary stuff. And it made me think in my mind, I don't think of Halloween like that. I'm just thinking, lollies and fun and everyone getting together and laughing at the scary stuff.
I look at it like a timeline of the year to have another celebration, something to look forward to.
Something fun to do.
But
she was obviously focusing heaps on how scary it is.
Yeah.
And it is scary I think it's getting scarier. The decorations are getting scarier.
Well, I think of it as well. It's the dress up side of it for the kids.
Yeah, and all getting together.
And trust you to think about the lollies. Becca was obsessed with lollies when we were younger.
I know. And what?
What about, so this is a story of Halloween growing up. We would get so many lollies when we would trick or treat. We would go around so many different streets and get bags full.
Yeah.
And Becca would go in and take so many of our lollies. You'd sneak in and then you'd find all the little wrappers on the ground and Becca behind one of the beds.
I was not.
You were renowned for taking all our lollies.
No, one of the biggest ones was... I can't remember. I had too much sugar. I had foggy brain from all the sugar. No. Oh, we're going off track.
I know, but what?
Yeah, I was obsessed with lollies, but I'm not obsessed with lollies anymore, which is really weird. I'm not a massive fan of having lollies now. But I used to be... really into them. They were my thing.
Yeah.
One time our eldest sister, she went overseas to Japan. And Japan back then, they still have the really cool stuff. She brought home all these really cool different lollies that we'd never seen before. Yeah. And she had a really big bag of them. And I went in and I don't remember doing it, but she obviously remembers. I think I was 3 or 4 or something. I was really little.
Yeah.
And I went and ate them. And she came home and all the wrappers were just everywhere and she was devastated. So sorry.
Oh gosh, she would have been devoed from Japan.
Well, I was obviously just thinking, wow, what's this one? What does this taste like? Oh, I've never seen this one before. Let me tell you. I couldn't resist the urge.
My mind's actually thinking, what was Mum doing?
I never knew what we were doing. That was when we were in the 3-story house.
Which brings us to Halloween. We lived in a 3-story house. We're going to get to some spooky
The
stories.
6 kids in a 3-story house. Mum never knew where any of us were.
Yeah, there's so many places to hide. But we do have some spooky stories that we want to tell you as well shortly. But before we get into our topic, let's chat about our sister stories, which we've changed the name to. We're not doing sister tales because I wasn't a fan, because every time I heard it, I could just see it, dog's tail.
Oh, that's right. And that's when we started to speak about, the dog's tails.
The little stubs.
The stubs.
Little stubs.
Stumpy stub.
Are a real stiff. I don't know
And
what
when
type
they
of
wag, the little...
So
yeah.
Becca has a great sister story to start off with.
Okay, so in the holidays, my boys, I was doing cleaning and my husband was working from home, and my boys were just going through all the stuff.
Oh God, I can't stand when people snort, and I just snorted. I'm laughing because this is probably the
3rd time we've told this story.
because we used these stories for the episodes that didn't work, but they're crackers, so it's worth a listen.
So they found in our shed these 2 Super Soaker water pistol things that you pull. They came to me and said, Mum, can you fill these up for us? And I was cleaning in our back area of our block. We have a granny flat, and I was like, yes, I can fill those up. That will be great. Entertainment, no worries, to keep them quiet. So I filled them both up and they disappeared. Next minute, probably like half an hour, my husband came to the back door and he was holding both of the water pistols.
Uh-oh.
And he looked at me and said, that was so embarrassing. And I thought, oh, what? What's happened?
Yeah.
So what's happened is the boys this is what they were doing. They were down the side of our house, standing on top of an air conditioning unit, squirting out to neighbours. Our neighbours, this side that they were squirting, they're a lovely young couple.
But the boys couldn't see. They're standing on the air conditioning unit. The fence is high, so they can't see. They're just spraying water over the fence.
Spraying water, because the boys could obviously hear the neighbours talking out the back. So they've gone and got up on the air conditioning unit and they're squirting the water over the fence. The neighbours have called out, stop squirting us, boys. Boys, stop it. And they're sitting there giggling and kept squirting. And then the guy neighbour said, boys, stop squirting or I'll get your dad. I'll tell your dad. And so Gary's inside and that's what registered to him. I'll tell your dad. And he thought, who's telling me what? And he got up and looked down the side and he caught the boys squirting and giggling over the fence. And
boys will be boys.
Gary's taking care of it, taking the water pistols off them.
So I'll jump into my sister story. The other day we were driving along kind of like a back street and there's this nursing home and it's quite
upper class.
of your science. So it's a really nice.
It's an expensive one.
Yeah. And about 200 metres before the nursing home, I'm driving, hubby's in the passenger seat, kids in the back, just looking out my window to the right, and I see an old man with a backpack on running. I'm like, oh my goodness. And then behind this old man, about, 2 metres behind him, 3 metres behind him, was a man chasing him in his uniform, and he's from the nursing home. Behind that man, another 2 workers. This old man was running away from the nursing home.
How's that timing of you seeing that?
I know. I was just like, when you've got to look twice.
Is that really happening?
Yeah, is that really happening? And he was legging at this old man. I was like, oh my gosh. And I was saying to my husband, that man, I swear he's running away from the nursing home. And my husband was like, what? No way, like no way. And then we've gone past the nursing home and there's about 5 workers out the front of the nursing home, walkie-talkies and things like that. I'm like, whoa.
It's like out of a movie.
It was like out of a movie. And so my husband was like, turn around, because he missed it. So I've turned the car around, got to the place where we did see him. Obviously he's not going to be there because he was legging it. So I got a bit further down. I'm like, he's not there. Like, wow, where could he be? By this stage, the road bends and turns and continues down. He was so far.
He knew he was a good runner.
He knew.
It was his best hope.
He was on
to run it.
He was on a mission.
Oh my god!
And the workers all still behind him. And so we saw it all, and I was just like, oh my, like we were just really taken back. Like funny at first, but then kind of like, oh, it's really sad.
I wonder how often that happens.
Yeah, I know. But then also the security system obviously wasn't in place for him to be able to escape.
Oh, I'd love to know how long he was planning that.
Yeah. And then I also thought, well, okay, so mind you, these workers running after him, he was a tall guy, tall older man. They were short. They were shorter, like
what
people.
What does that mean?
No, well, I'm thinking, how are they going to get him? Like, they can't wrap their arms around him.
Sorry, so he was big.
He was big.
They weren't big enough to be able to tackle him or anything.
And even though there was 3 of them, I was like, how are they going to stop this man?
It sounds like they were going to just wait for him to wear himself out.
Yeah, it could have been that.
Maybe.
Or I was thinking they'd have to call his family, like to maybe hopefully get them there if they live locally.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
And,
funny to drive past that and the timing and everything.
Oh.
But then it gets you thinking and you think, oh, it's sad
I
too.
know.
And you know
what? It
what?
was funny, but it was sad at the same time.
Yeah, that was the long weekend. So he probably wanted to go watch the football.
Yeah, I want to go watch.
He was probably running down to Northeast.
He was running the right direction.
To catch the game.
Yeah, but like I so would have loved to have just kept driving along. I really want to see what's going on here. Like, find out how they're going to fix this situation, but you obviously can't do that.
Can't sit there and watch.
Yeah, so I thought that was a bit of a interesting one.
Oh my gosh.
Never seen that before.
That is, you don't see that every day. I'm surprised you saw that.
Yeah, I know. It was really good timing. Bridget was saying, did you see on our family chat last night? She was like, were G or Beck, were you at
my gosh.
Aldi yesterday afternoon? Because one of the workers legitimately thought that I was like one of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the Baker's Delight lady, she gets us confused too.
Yes. Bridget, our elder sister, was just these people were tripping out. Because I had just been
in there. And the lady working was or the guy.
It was a man.
He was wondering, why are you back here so soon in a different outfit and with different children?
Yeah. He was fully looking at Bridget, our elder sister, like so confused. Like, how?
That's how similar you guys are. It's like Bridget and you are really similar, and then Olivia and I are really similar, and you and I are the link between
the two.
Bridget, you, me, Olivia.
Yes, yeah, that's so true, because
you're more like Bridget than you are like me.
Yeah, and so Bridget's her students, being a high school teacher, I was at Kmart the other day, and one of them. Oh my gosh, this is just another story. We're going on another tangent. One of them, because I was in a rush, I was like, oh, excuse me, can you just help me? I'm just looking for this, and showed whatever it was on my phone. She looked at me and she was just, her mouth dropped. Her mouth literally dropped. And she was like, in shock. But she was also with another lady who was older. So the older lady was helping me more whilst she was just staring at me.
Oh.
And I was just like, oh, wow.
She couldn't figure out.
She couldn't figure out. And I was just.
Well, how did you work it out that she knew Bridget?
Well, so this is a funny thing. I just left. I'm just like, oh, maybe this girl's just having a moment. Like, I'll just keep smiling at her. Like, okay, I'm just going to leave you, and can you help me? So I was just thinking, I'm just going to ignore you. Having a little moment.
Your gaze.
Yeah, your gaze. And I was just focusing on the lady who was able to concentrate and help me. Anyway, days later, I was with Bridget, and she said, hey, were you at Kmart a few days ago? And I said, oh, yeah, why? And she's like, because one of my students came up to me today at school and was absolutely mind blown because she thought that
You were her.
you
Were
were
Bridget.
Yeah, she thought that I was Bridget. So
She's probably thinking that you're ignoring Bridget. Why is Miss ignoring me?
Yeah, she just couldn't grasp
Get her
what
head
was going on.
around
She's
it.
like, I knew it wasn't you, but you were so similar. And Bridget and I sound similar. We actually have the same voices. So many people say that, right?
Yeah.
Do you think so?
Yes.
You probably don't notice.
No, I don't notice as much. No.
But people would like hear us both talk and they just, really,
I think you're the same.
they trip out. But she said she just had darker eyebrows.
Oh,
Yeah.
don't get onto the eyebrows.
Not the eyebrows again.
So she's got the best eyebrow pencil around.
And so she worked it out, but it made sense then to me, like, oh, so that's what was
why.
going on with that girl.
I
Yeah.
get that so much. When people call me like G or whatever, I just answer to it now.
Yeah.
Or
Or people are smiling.
people look at me and smile and start talking, and then they kind of stop. And I'll say, oh, it's okay. You probably think I'm one of my sisters.
Yes.
But you can tell me whatever you want to tell me. Hey, I want to know what you're talking to them about, so tell me too.
We can talk.
We can talk. We're on the same wavelength.
But
I
yeah, that
probably
happens a lot.
can answer the questions that you have for them. Yeah, it does happen all the time. It's so funny.
But sorry, one more thing on that. When I see people who look really similar to their siblings, I'm like, I'm that person. I'm like, oh my gosh, you
yes.
guys look so alike. Like I'm acting like these.
Amazed.
Yeah, I'm amazed.
Yeah, me
And it's
too.
like, wow, like I think it's really cool. I just am like, wow, this is awesome. And my neighbour, I've had some neighbours across the road move in, and the male, his brother, I thought was him the other day. And then they were next to each other the following day, and I was like, okay, that makes sense. And I was talking to them both, and I was just like, you guys look so alike.
Yeah.
And I was like, it's so awesome. Like, that's so cool. And
You're
then I'm
sitting
thinking,
there like, wow, this is amazing.
so similar. And
you
then
have it.
And I have it. And I think, oh, yeah, this is why people act like this to
Yes,
us.
I think it's amazing too. And then also, I get confused too, and I just kind of talk to them like I would talk to them.
Yeah.
Because I don't know.
And a lot of the time they're similar personalities as well. So it's like you are talking to that same person.
So people might have that with us.
Oh, definitely. Which
how
is
funny.
I like that.
Yeah, so you can call me G
You can call me Beck or you can call me Bridge.
or Liv.
Yes. We will have to get them on the couch one day and have a little,
Sisterly.
interview. Let's interview them.
Well, I had another funny thing. I'm sorry to go on with the sister stories this week, but my car has been mucking up.
Oh my gosh, what about last week? That was
so
hilarious.
funny. So it started a couple of weeks ago.
Let's just say she's smoking. She's smoking right out the back, all the way down the street.
I have been that car. You know when you come up behind a car and they've got all this smoke coming out the back and you think, how are they even driving around?
Yeah. How are they not noticing?
Why are they even driving that car? Seriously.
Beck was well aware of the smoke.
I was that person last week and I have a new insight onto how those people feel.
You're like, I don't give a shit. I've got to get to
School pickup. Or whatever they're playing, whatever sport it is, or the baby's screaming. I'm like,
I will drive this till it's death.
I will smoke you all out until I get this baby home.
And then you've got all these cars coming next to you. You've got smoke, you got smoke. Don't worry about it, Charles. It's under control. It's under control. 2 thumbs up.
I've got it booked into the mechanic 2 days, guys. 2 more days.
I've got to beat it to its death for 2 more days.
And I'll tell you what I noticed. I noticed that when I was driving and all the smoke's coming out, the cars behind, they really do put the brakes on a bit.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, like they back
it
off. Back off because they're getting all...
Yeah, is it they're getting fumed out or they're worried you're going to explode?
Probably both. The amount of smoke that was going
Oh my God. I know, because you drove away from here last week. And I was like, wow. Well, that's a lot of smoke. Beck gave 2 hoots. She hooned off. I was like, hey, easy come, easy go.
Oh my God, I'm getting a stitch from laughing.
And I was like, hey, she's fine, I'm fine. Where's my car?
The funniest thing was,
I actually was going to call you. Wait, I think maybe.
you didn't even check on me.
No, I think I went to call you or you called me. And then I was like, it's really smoking. It's really smoking back. Maybe you need to stop. I felt that you couldn't. You had to go.
Because I didn't have another car to drive and I had to get the kids. You got to just keep going. But it was funny because that time when I was driving away from you and I got you to check how much smoke was coming out, it was the school bell had just rung and there's a school really close by, so everyone was out on the street.
The worst timing.
All the kids and parents are leaving the school. And
Everyone's looking.
everyone is looking. I'm going past. I have a van and I have a mum van and all these oh, no, it wasn't black smoke. All this white smoke is coming out the back. Oh, hang on, I need to...
Like, that's just, again, impeccable timing.
Impeccable timing,
to leave.
So all these parents and kids are looking at the car and there's just smoke choking up the streets. It was so funny. But what happened was I had been taking it to a mechanic to do the service and everything like that.
Shout out to Junes, he's our man.
I've been taking it to a mechanic and getting it serviced, right, and doing the right thing. And then it started to play up and I thought, oh, like, what is this? I've just had it serviced. I get it serviced all the time. And I took it back to that mechanic and they just kind of looked at it and they were like, oh, yeah, no, I can't see anything wrong with it. And so I thought, okay, well, there mustn't be anything wrong because I've done the right thing. And then I kept driving it and then it started to get worse, the gears and stuff, and not really accelerating very good and things. And so I took it back to the same mechanic and same thing. They just had a little look. They had it for like the day and they said, yeah, nothing, can't see anything wrong with it.
This is not June's.
This is not June's. So then it started doing the white smoke. And I thought, oh my gosh, I've taken it to the mechanic twice. They keep telling me there's nothing wrong with it. I need to go to another mechanic.
Yeah.
So this is when I went to June's and straight away he looked at it and he said, your turbo is gone.
Oh my gosh.
And the turbo is expensive to fix, but also you got to order the parts in. So that's why I had to drive it for a week with all the smoke and it just kept getting worse, the smoke.
Yes.
And anyway, June saved me. So massive, like you said, shout out to June's. If anyone needs a mechanic, you've got to go to Junior because he's been so good to us.
Yeah, the whole family. He looks after all of us.
He said to me, he did the service and looked at it all and he said, Beck, have you been getting this car serviced? And I said, yes, I have been getting it serviced. I've taken it every time. And he said, well, whoever you've been taking it to hasn't been servicing it properly. So how bad is that? I trusted that mechanic. Anyway, Junior was like, it's really bad. They haven't been servicing it properly and that's why the turbo's gone as well.
Wow.
So that mechanic cost me all that money to fix the turbo.
And you're there thinking you're doing the right thing, getting it serviced, and they're not even doing that job properly.
No.
Oh, that's really bad.
So Smokey Joe over here.
Smokey Joe is really up for some big bucks.
I've already done it, but it was so funny. Then I'd get to school pickup and I'd reverse in and it's been really hot and I want the aircon on, but the car's smoking everywhere. So I'm like, quick, turn the car.
An aircon, that means double smoke.
So my poor kids aren't rocking up to mummy in the car with smoke everywhere.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Turn it off. We need to sweat this one out.
And all the kids go to school with their cousins and my brother-in-law was at pickup and I reversed in the smoky van and I quickly turned the car off and he's like, hey Beck, how you going? And I'm like, oh my God.
Not good.
The car is...
We're not good. We've still got 2 days left.
The countdown is on. Give 2 more days as smoky mama.
Yeah, well, it's fixed now.
It was very funny.
That Yeah, I did see that.
Well, I pulled up at a roundabout and these boys were riding past in their car and their e-bikes and they're looking and I'm like...
Because there was a lot of smoke. They would have
bad.
been thinking, okay, is she okay?
Yeah, is that car going to blow? Anyway, I thought that was
Hilarious.
really funny.
It was.
I had to bring that up.
But that's always a relief when the car gets fixed and you have a new appreciation then for the car being reliable. You're like,
I know, that's what I wanted to touch on, how grateful I am now to have a car that goes and doesn't smoke.
I know, right?
So
it takes that to happen.
Yeah, so don't take for granted you can just go get in your car, turn it on and drive.
I know. It's like when you're not well. You're like, gosh, I just take for granted being healthy.
I know.
If you're sick or whatever, that's a little reminder as well. Everyone, you're not sick today, take that one and don't take it for granted.
Well, there's that saying, you have 100 problems until you have one, which is the health.
Yeah, health
then you
is
have,
number one.
Well, then that's... Your 100 problems disappear.
Nothing. Yes,
because
of course.
that's the main thing is your health.
Yeah.
When you're not well, you only have one problem. It's getting healthy. You don't think about any of the other stuff.
That's right. It's irrelevant.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good saying.
Well, that was a bit serious, but
Where were we?
we're
We are on Halloween.
Halloween.
Halloween. Oh, do you
We
like
loved it since we were little.
Yeah.
Absolutely loved it.
Yeah, we've always loved it. We've always really been into it, and we still are into it. We get dressed up, the kids get dressed up, and we get dressed up, and we do the big,
laps.
The laps around our community, our streets here where we live. It's a really big thing.
And get into it.
Yeah, which is awesome. We decorated our house the other day. The kids, that was all them. Can we please get all the Halloween decorations? And then I did a little order on Temu. And got a few things as well because it's just so cheap on there. Got a big spider web.
Yeah, that looks really good. There's a house just up from around the corner from us. They really get into it and they even set up like a haunted house where you walk through and they scare you. It's really scary.
For adults as well, we go through.
Well, it's more for adults. It's that scary.
It is.
Yeah. And my kids are like, can we not go anywhere near that house this year?
It's like the house. It's like this house lives for Halloween.
Yeah.
Even when it's not Halloween, the house still looks a bit scary. You know, there's houses that look a bit, the shape of it, the roof, the design. It's
They do a good job.
It's creepy. So then when Halloween comes, it's really in full force.
Yeah. They have a guy that hangs out the front with a chainsaw and he chases people around, and a little kid that dresses up and he like stands and walks around and follows you in the street.
With the eyes.
There are like hundreds of people that gather around the front of this house.
Yeah, I remember last Halloween, it was given, I don't know if that's an award or something, but somewhere in a newspaper, it was the best house in Sydney. Yeah, for Halloween.
My kids were saying that to me and I said,
yeah,
really?
I saw it online.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it came up and I'm not surprised. Like, they really get into it.
Yeah, because they're genuinely, it is scary. It's creepy.
Yeah, I couldn't go through the haunted house last year because, well, we were both pregnant.
I just still did it.
Yeah, but I was really cautious and all you guys were going through it and I stood across the road and just watching, and then I crossed the road to get a little bit of a closer look, and they had one of the guys, because it's like a family, on the corner, and he was in his outfit, and
was that the chainsaw
I don't
one?
know if it was a chainsaw. He was a jester, but a freaky jester, but he was just running after everyone and like, rah, scary. And I crossed the road and he'd come up behind me and scared me. Yeah, behind me.
Oh, and you would have been cranky because you were pregnant.
Yeah, I screamed. I ran across back across the road. He chased me across the road.
Oh my God.
And I looked at him. Dad was on the other side of the road. And I've got up to I was so scared. And then I've looked at him because he still kept chasing me. And I said, I'm pregnant. Please, please, please. Don't. And then he was like, and he backed off.
Yeah, he would have been, that would have got him off.
I had to tell him because he was,
really getting into it.
Well, he was really scary. Like, he was chasing me.
No wonder the kids don't want to go there, like the little kids.
Yeah, the little kids get a little bit scared.
So we go trick-or-treating still with our parents.
They come along for the ride.
Mum and Dad come as well. No, but it kind of gets me to thinking about scary things that have happened in our... Have you ever had anything scary happen?
Any spookies?
Yeah, I guess not just Halloween.
Well, yeah, we have.
Well, what's the Halloween scary stuff that's happened?
Oh, well, the Halloween thing I was thinking was just, it's quite funny, you know, as little kids going and saying to all the houses, trick or treat, because I feel like back then it was really knocking trick or treat.
Yes.
You need to see if someone's going to answer.
you had to go to the door. These days, the buckets are just out the front. You just walk past, get them, and
where we live in our suburb, it's everyone really is into it. They're out the front of their houses, all dressed up,
handing the lollies out.
Yeah, in the little the buckets and that. But we had to knock.
Yes, I remember.
Yeah, and I've got a real clear, specific memory of knocking, and we'd say the trick or treat. And then I remember this old lady coming up and saying, so many of them would be like, oh, what's this? Or just people in general, what's this?
I know.
So that shows how much it's developed.
Changed.
And this person said, it was an older person, we were like explaining. So it's Halloween. We say trick or treat. You either give us you
just give us a treat. There's no trick.
It's trick or treat. Yeah, like give us a lolly. Or I think we said you give us something.
Yeah.
So she's gone off. It was a little old lady. She's gone off and then come back to the door with oranges. There you go, darlings. And she's giving us an orange. We looked at each other. We're never going back to that house again.
Take your orange.
She gave us an orange each.
We've got oranges at home. We don't want them.
I can't believe we got an orange
awesome.
each. It was really funny.
I remember going and knocking, and the same thing. It was an old man, and he was like, "What is that? What are you talking about?" Yeah. And we had to explain it. And he said, "All right, then we'll trick. I want to see a trick."
He really made
trick. Show me a trick, and we were like.
Yeah.
We don't really have a trick.
Yeah. So what did you do?
No, I think we just said, no, I think you just have to go get us a treat. Got any menthols? Got any butter menthols in your tin?
Fisherman's friends. We'll take
a fisherman's friends.
We'll take anything. It's definitely changed though.
Changed heaps.
Wow.
And one time, they obviously didn't know what it was and didn't have it. They gave us $5.
Oh, I loved when they gave money. Coins, anything.
Coins.
We'll take it. It is so like they had no idea.
Yeah. Oh, that is hilarious.
Yeah, that's a memory as a child. But in terms of spooky, as we mentioned earlier, we grew up in this 3-story house. That in itself was spooky.
It was spooky. I think it was haunted.
Because...
Oh, yeah, and this reason too. I wasn't even thinking of this reason, but yeah, this definitely.
We would go to bed at night on like a number of occasions. I clearly remember this.
Oh, me too.
Upstairs, it was the main living, kitchen, lounge room. Middle level, it was all the bedrooms. And then the bottom level, it was a rumpus room. One of the girls, one of our sisters slept down there for a while, and the laundry and that. And so the middle level where we slept, you would go to sleep and you would hear upstairs.
There was a balcony that wrapped around the whole upstairs level.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you would hear very, very clearly footsteps walking along the top of around that balcony. And there was that clear that this has only come out since we've been adults.
Since long gone from that house.
Yeah.
I can't believe we didn't speak about it when we were there.
Yeah.
Why didn't any of us ever say
what's that noise? And it was just brushed off, maybe. I think that was what the case is. But Mum and Dad have recently, or not recently, but as adults, they've revealed to us that they could hear it too, and it was that clear, and they were that concerned that Dad would go up with a baseball bat
to check.
Is there someone walking up here?
Yeah.
And there was never anything.
I remember laying in bed at night hearing the noise. I got it in my head now.
Yeah, so do I.
The footsteps.
Yeah. It was so, and it was about this pace, like,
yeah, around.
I know, that's freaking me out now thinking about it.
I'm getting goosebumps.
So we grew up in that house, and
because it was so big, it was freaky because
so many doors.
Yeah.
But I recall as a child, like someone saying that an older lady. What is it with me and older ladies? But
I know you always talk about
the old ladies. Had passed away in there before we moved in.
Oh my gosh. Something else that freaks me out, I think it was scary as well because it's bigger, so you're on your own. Like, and the next person is probably upstairs, or everyone might be upstairs, and to go downstairs to your rooms, the rooms were all on the middle level, was like, oh my God, can someone come with me? Or when we'd run upstairs, we'd run really fast because we were freaked out.
So scared.
Yeah.
I know, I'm just remembering
We just
it
grew
now.
up scared shitless.
We would say to each other, can someone come downstairs with me?
Yeah.
No wonder we'd sleep with each other at night. I clearly remember that. Beck and I shared a room with each other for most of our upbringing.
Yeah.
And we would sleep in the same bed. I remember, you know, we'd say, oh, do you want to...
Even though our beds were right next to each other, probably this far apart.
I know.
We'd have to sleep together in the same bed. I know. And we used to, what about how funny?
Wait, we're one of 6 children for people who don't know that.
Yeah.
So there was a lot of beds.
A lot of bedrooms.
A lot of bedrooms.
Yeah. Well, there was 2 things I was going off then. One was when we would laugh so much at night because we would be sleeping in the same bed at night. We'd play tip.
I remember that.
And we would just basically be, because we're in the same bed this far away, tipping each other back really quick until someone would fall down the side.
So you'd tip someone, I'd tip you, and then so that you wouldn't get me back, be a quick roll to the other side, and then you'd be nearly rolling off the bed. And then,
I remember the window was right next to the bed and rolling down into the gaps. And we'd laugh so much at it.
So, and his story... Yeah. Well, it's not a spooky story. This was just something that happened the other day. One of the houses in our neighbourhood really gets into it. Not the real spooky one, another one.
Oh,
and they've got skeletons around the front of their yard. And one of the skeletons is walking a sausage dog skeleton.
Yeah.
And the owner of that house, we know, and they were telling us, or telling my hubby the other day, that this guy went past the house the other night and they could hear something happening out the front, and they were like, what's going on? So he went out, the husband, and he was like, mate, what are you doing? Because there was this guy there trying to rip it down. Yeah.
Off the pole.
Off the pole. It's attached to one of the poles. Yeah, the street
like to
signs.
take it.
Well, that's what I thought, but not to take it, like to destroy it. Yeah, he was drunk, but it was kind of like, he was there having a go, like, this is ridiculous. What a joke this is. Do you like my impression?
Yeah, that was a great
drunk person. What a joke. What do you think you are? You think this is America? This isn't America. This is a... Yeah, having
People
a
get
big
their
rant.
back up about it.
I
Everyone's just
know.
got to chill.
Yeah.
Just got to chill out.
So supposedly the following day he came to apologise.
Oh,
yeah, which was interesting. But yeah, there's people obviously against
That
it.
are against it.
I mean, it is very American, but
It's just fun. Who
It's
cares?
fun.
Who cares what it is? It's fun.
Like, is it really bothering you that much? Yeah, I know. I thought that was funny.
Well, I mean, why having fun bothers people
yeah.
if it's not harming them?
I think that's when people just have their own issues and you just chicken shop that one.
Chicken shop. We've spoken about chicken shop.
No, we haven't.
I don't know. I think we might have spoken about chicken shop.
I don't think we did.
Oh, chicken shop is from our uncle,
Yeah.
and he's awesome.
He's awesome.
Our dad's brother.
Uncle Glenn, shout out to Uncle Glenn.
Oh, we'll have to tell him, Uncle Glenn, we're speaking about you on this episode.
Yes.
You better listen.
Yes, let's put this on our social because he is on social, Uncle Glenn.
Yeah, and he's lots of fun. He cracks us up.
Oh, he's
We'll
awesome.
tell Reese.
Yes.
Shout out to Reese. We better shout out Bronte and Chloe.
Yeah. and
And
Auntie
Michelle.
But this was from Uncle Glenn, who was a long-time Qantas steward. And he had this...
Yeah, one of his mottos was... He named it chicken shop. Is that right?
Well, I don't know if he calls it chicken shop.
That's what we call it.
Yeah.
So what it means is when you go into the butcher or the chicken shop, all of the bits of chicken have their little label on them, what they are, right? And so the mentality, the thinking of it is that's how people walk around. So, and his was obviously to do with customer service and dealing with rude customers and things like that. So if you think of everyone as one of those bits of chicken, walking around with their little label.
Oh, bits of meat, like, yeah.
That we don't know what's on their label. You don't know what's happening in their life or what they're going through. One person's little label might be really serious, something really bad's just happened in their life, and that's why they're acting the way that they're acting or have come across in the way that they've come across because of something that they might be dealing with in their own life.
Exactly.
So we try and always remind ourselves of chicken shop to each other about other people and think that we don't know what's going on in their life. Maybe that's why they're acting the way they are.
Yeah.
Or that's the reason that they are the way they are because of what they've been exposed to in their life, their little label.
Yeah. So it's a way of being empathetic, understanding, and not taking it personally. So you don't know what they're going through. Let's just move on.
Yeah.
And we call it chicken chop.
Why did we get onto chicken shop? Oh, that man. Oh, why people don't like Halloween.
Yeah.
Chicken shop. Yeah, we don't know what
Each to their own. But
yeah, chicken shop is really good. And we used to work at a surf shop. Surf dive and ski.
Shout out Surf Dive and Ski.
For a very long time. 13 years I think I was there.
Bridget was there, obviously first being the older sister.
And she got us all jobs there. And so because we were in customer service, you have to deal with, and then we got our own business and we've had to deal with lots there too. So it's really handy when you're dealing with people.
It's a great one if you work, customer service and just in general because day in, day out, if there's, people you come across. So that's a little good one for you guys. Chicken shop.
I love chicken shop.
So thanks, Uncle Glenn.
Oh yeah, thanks Uncle Glenn. That's been a really good one for us in our lives.
Yeah, that's helped. And he wouldn't know that. I'm just thinking, was there another one of our little...
Yeah, when we were younger, we had a different farm, not the farm that our parents have now. We had a different one. And on the farm, it didn't have anything on it. So Dad and Mum got a caravan and just put the caravan on the farm, and we would go and all squeeze in this caravan and sleep in it.
All 8 of us.
If we could just flashback and see how we all fit in that caravan. I'm talking, it was just a kitchen caravan. So they would put a mattress on top of the table, a mattress on the floor next to the kitchen sink, and then
under the table,
and then I was always on the far end underneath the side table, and I swear the pole that held up the table and the wall, the gap was like that big, and I would sleep in that gap.
We're all little kids, but I know I've got real fun memories of that. We need to bring Dad on here. And interview Dad. Dad has so many stories. Oh my gosh.
Yes. So the caravan was there, then a little fireplace, and Georgia one time brought a friend. I don't know why you brought a friend.
I always brought a friend
to fit. But so friend obviously could not fit in, and this is Debbie, one of our good friends. And so they had to sleep outside in a tent.
Yes.
And
I think it was a bit of a novelty too, like, let's camp.
Yeah. So they had the tent set up next to the caravan. I was not sleeping out there. I didn't sleep in there with you.
It was Debs and I. Yeah.
And so one night, it happened to you.
Yeah, so we were there, lights out, everyone going to bed, and we were out, and we were like, we're okay, we're good, it's fine. But it's still a little bit scary still.
Yeah.
So we were trying to drift off after chatting forever, and then starting to drift off to sleep. And then we could hear footsteps walking around the tent. It was like a little 2-man tent or something. And then when you freeze when you're really scared?
Yeah.
And we both heard it. Because we're both frozen and we've both gone...
Oh, at the same time?
Yeah, I'm sure it was that. And we've both gone, can you hear that? Like we whispered, can you hear that?
It might have been a cow.
Well, that's what Dad said. But the cows were not in that paddock. So he would still say that to this day. And he was obviously saying it then just to ease us.
Calm you down, yeah.
But the cows were in the paddock, which was so far away.
Yeah.
It was not the cows, and it wasn't like cows where they've got 4 legs. This was clearly
a cow walking. It was human footsteps.
It was human. And it was like, no, we're fine. And it would stop, and then it would go again.
It could have been a wombat.
But it was too precise to be like a little wombat scuffling.
So what did you do? You just fell asleep?
No. There was no falling asleep. It was we were crapping ourselves. So we were like, we're going to have to go in. we have to go in the caravan.
So how did you build up courage to get out?
Yeah, we're just like, we got to run. And so we grabbed our pillows, our sleeping bags, and we just ran over to the caravan, knocking.
Oh my gosh, that is
let us
scary.
in. Yeah, and then we slept in there.
So Debbie would remember that.
I know. I need to ask her that.
Yes, Debbie, if you listen and you remember, you'll have to comment.
Yeah, it was really scary, and that's something, you know, those moments that really stay with you as a child. So again, footsteps.
Yeah.
So in my mind, the next day or whatever, trying to make sense of it, I was like, I think it was spirits. Maybe I haven't shared that before.
Well, spirits, yeah.
Spirits or, yeah.
Yeah, that is so creepy.
Do spirits walk around and make sound? Well, they must, because when we're in that 3-story house, there was something up there. So
I remember you saying spirits then takes me back to my son.
Freak Islands? Spirits?
Yes, please.
Dancing on the bar
On the bar tops. When my son was 2 and he spoke and had very fluent conversation from a young age, and he was in the back, we were driving, and he said something along the lines of, "Oh, Mum and Dad, do you remember when I was with the spirits?" And we looked at each other so confused because in my mind, spirit, I think of alcohol. And he would never have heard us say spirits because we never drink alcohol. And we never would have said spirit as in like a ghost.
Yeah.
And he's fully talking to his 2-year-old about being with spirits. And he said being with them.
So he's had an encounter.
Yeah.
You know, they say from 6 and under, that's when they're
in tune with the spiritual world. Yeah.
And the spirits are more capable of connecting
with them.
Yeah.
So
the innocence, I guess.
Really freaked us out. That's freaky. That freaked us out. We were thought, okay, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
And he had also said previously, I think when he was about 3, "Oh, Mum and Dad, I remember when I was with my other parents." And we lived in America.
Oh.
And he said, and we would move around from house to house all the time. And I'm thinking,
that's
God, so specific.
Yeah.
And freakiness. So he would always have say those things like he was connecting with spirits or past life.
Past life, that's what I'm thinking, a past life experience that he's a recollection.
I wonder if anyone else has stories of their kids saying creepy stuff.
Or any just spooky stories in general. But comment and let us know, because that's
interesting.
Well, we better wrap it up.
Yes, thank you.
Thanks for listening.
Thank you so much for listening. Thanks for listening to the Hey Sister podcast. My name's Beck.
And I'm G.
And remember, it's a great day
to have a great day. I like doing that. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to do that. But you like doing that.
I like doing.
So it's a great day
to have a great day. Happy Halloween!